Hey everyone, the Vivo Z1 Pro has been launched in India today and is touted to be a gaming performer. On the other hand, we have the Xiaomi Redmi Note 7 Pro smartphone with us, which is the best selling phone of 2019. So, which one is the best smartphone to buy? Let's find out. So, let's compare the pricing of both the smartphones first. The Vivo Z1 Pro starts at around 15,000 for the first variant, and the Redmi Note 7 Pro starts at around 14,000 for the first variant. In terms of pricing, both the devices are priced similarly. So comparing the specifications of both the device, the Vivo Z1 Pro is powered by a Snapdragon 712 processor. It's the first device in India to be powered by a Snapdragon 712 processor. It's an octa-core processor with 2 cores are clocked at 2.3 GHz, with another 6 are clocked at 1.7 GHz. And for the Redmi Note 7 Pro, it's powered by a Snapdragon 675 processor. It's an octa-core processor with 2 cores are clocked at 2 GHz, where the other 6 are clocked at 1.7 GHz. In terms of GPU, the Z1 Pro is powered by Adreno 616 GPU, and for the Redmi Note 7 Pro, it's powered by an Adreno 612 GPU. Both the devices are running on Android 9.0 Pie, where the Z1 Pro is powered by Vivo's own custom skin, that's FunTouch OS 9.0, and for the Redmi Note 7 Pro, it's powered by MIUI 10. So both the processor on both the devices, that's Snapdragon 712 and the Snapdragon 675, appear to have similar performance. So we ran few benchmarking apps to test out the performance, and we see that the Vivo Z1 Pro scores much higher than a Redmi Note 7 Pro, and in terms of all aspects, we see in ANTUTU that the Vivo Z1 Pro offers much higher than the Redmi Note 7 Pro, and seems like it's a clear winner here in ANTUTU. We ran another benchmarking app, that's Geekbench, on both the devices to test out the performance, and we see that the Vivo Z1 Pro scores slightly lesser than a Redmi Note 7 Pro in terms of single core and multi core performance. So to conclude, the Vivo Z1 Pro wins in ANTUTU, and in terms of Geekbench benchmarking app, the Redmi Note 7 Pro wins. But we know that ANTUTU is a much reputed benchmarking app, so let's consider that the Vivo Z1 Pro scores overall much higher than the Redmi Note 7 Pro, and that would definitely be evident in the gaming performance of this device. In terms of display, the Vivo Z1 Pro offers a 6.53 inches display. It's an IPS LCD display and has a resolution of 1080 x 2340 pixels and has an aspect ratio of 19.5:9. And for the Redmi Note 7 Pro, we have a 6.3 inches display. It's a slightly smaller display than the Vivo Z1 Pro and offers similar resolution and similar aspect ratio, but has a Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protection on top of it. Comparing the display quality of both the devices, I personally prefer the Vivo Z1 Pro's display over the Redmi Note 7 Pro, but the display of the Redmi Note 7 Pro is not bad either. It's just a matter of preference. Both of them produce similar colors and both of them are great display panels. The main highlighting feature that differentiates both the devices physically is the notch. In the Redmi Note 7 Pro, we have a water drop style circular notch on the top that houses the front facing camera. And in the Vivo Z1 Pro, we have a cutout in the display, and it's an in-screen camera that we've seen on the Vivo Z1 Pro. I personally prefer the in-screen camera that's located on the left hand side at the top so that it does not intrude in the viewing experience of the device. Comparing other features of both the devices feature a 3.5 mm audio jack, and both of them are single bottom firing speaker. The Redmi Note 7 Pro features a USB Type-C port to charge the device, but on the other hand, the Vivo Z1 Pro still uses the micro USB port to charge the device. Both of the devices come packed with a 18-watt fast charger, and it charges the device really quickly. Comparing the SIM and the expandable storage options, for the Vivo Z1 Pro, we have a triple SIM card slot where the two slots can be used to house SIM cards, while the another one is a dedicated micro SD card slot. While on the Redmi Note 7 Pro, we have a hybrid SIM slot where one of them can be used to house SIM card and another can be used to house either SIM card or a micro SD card slot. Comparing the camera setup on both the devices, for the Vivo Z1 Pro, we have a triple rear camera setup. On the Redmi Note 7 Pro, we have a dual rear camera setup. On the Vivo Z1 Pro, we have a 16 megapixel primary sensor with f1.8 aperture, and we have a secondary 8 megapixel sensor that's an ultra wide lens with f2.0 aperture and 16mm of focal length. And there's another third sensor, that's a 2 megapixel f2.4 aperture sensor that's used to capture the depth information for perfect bokeh shots. For the Redmi Note 7 Pro, we have a primary 48 megapixel sensor with f1.8 aperture and 0.8 microns pixel size. And there's a secondary 5 megapixel sensor with f2.4 aperture, that's a depth sensor to capture perfect bokeh shots. Talking about the front-facing camera on both the devices, the Vivo Z1 Pro houses a 32 megapixel f2.0 aperture in-screen camera, and for the Redmi Note 7 Pro we have a 13 megapixel front-facing camera. We did a side-by-side comparison of both the cameras in rear and front-facing camera, and here are the comparison results of both of these, and you be the judge and see which one are the best. Apart from the physical hardware differences in specification and other things on both the devices, in terms of software there are quite many differences in both the devices. The Vivo Z1 Pro is running on FunTouch OS 9.0 while the Redmi Note 7 Pro is running on MIUI 10. So let's compare both the devices. Redmi Note 7 Pro has an infrared port sensor at the top and has a universal remote app that can be used to control any device that's supported by infrared. In the Vivo Z1 Pro, we have a Game Cube, that's a specified gaming performance optimization tool that lets you optimize the game and also disable the notifications and other things while you're gaming. But on the Redmi Note 7 Pro, there's nothing such functionality that helps you enhance your gaming experience. Both the devices have a dedicated theming app on the device which can be used to download themes, wallpapers, and a lot many features to customize your device as per your personalization. So the Redmi Note 7 Pro and the Vivo Z1 Pro are quite similar devices, but the Vivo Z1 Pro looks much better than the Redmi Note 7 Pro and offers a lot many good features than the Redmi Note 7 Pro. And with 5000 mAh of battery and Snapdragon 702, it's definitely a performance beast. So with similar pricing, we personally prefer the Vivo Z1 Pro, but if you personally don't like the Vivo's custom FunTouch OS, and you should stick to Redmi Note 7 Pro. But otherwise, we still prefer the Vivo Z1 Pro over the Redmi Note 7 Pro. So let us know in the comment section below which device do you personally like and why. And thank you for watching. This was Akhil from Install or Not, and stay tuned for more such videos.